just found out that Josh Schwartz is engaged to a woman named Joe, so...
Sorry, ladies. Off the market.
Speaking of that, I understand that you are planning your bachelor party very soon, and that's going to come into play with our power couple here. Ryan and Sarah, can you talk about what is up for the bride and groom this season?
Well, we were just talking about, I think the writers are doing a good job of spreading the wedding story out. Seeing that Josh has an upcoming bachelor party and an upcoming wedding, I think they're looking for material from both of those events. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
you will get to meet the Awesomes this year.
Nice. Which I can't wait to meet my parents. I don't know about you, Sam.
I'm a little nervous. And how is Sarah adapting to being a bride?
It's Sarah or Ellie?
You're not a bride in real life?
No, Sarah in real life is not adapting or anywhere close to being a bride.
Cheers up there! Yeah. She is
adopting.
Ellie's just like in full-blown Martha Stewart mode, just planning.
Well, that would be interesting. Mr. Baldwin, another question for you. You obviously are well known for a series that people here may have heard of, Firefly. It's a shame none of you saw it. It was really good. I'm wondering, Joss, do you have a response to that? She looked like you wanted to say something? No? Okay. It just looked like you wanted to say something. I wanted you to be able to respond to the crowd cheering if you wanted to. But my question...
Well, I was thrilled to be able to see Joss backstage. I don't know if any of you have noticed he's sort of lurking around, stalking me again.
That is my question. Is obviously Joss has a new show on Fox called Dollhouse. He likes to keep his actors in the family and work with them over and over again. Any chance you might show up on Dollhouse?
Oh, hell no, I'm on Chuck now.
Sucks to be you, Joss. Josh Schwartz, can you talk a little bit more about the Nerd Herd and what is up for them this season? It's very exciting news that they're going to be series regulars.
I could, but I would prefer if our representative from the Bymore, Mr. Morgan Grimes, would indulge the crowd in a tale or two.
The happenings over at the Bymore?
Well, sell it.
Nuts. Basically, yeah, the crew is up and running. Not well. It's not a tightly run ship at the Bymore. And so we have an assistant manager. Is it all right to kind of, talk about?
Yeah, come on.
I think he was in the clip. Oh, right. You saw him. So, yeah, we need a new assistant manager, and so Lester, played by Vic Sahay, battles Jeff, played by Scott Krinsky, in the Thunderdome, organized by Morgan Grimes, to pick the new assistant manager. This is how he picks leadership at Bymore, in a do-or-die fight to the death. And so Lester is victorious, and he has a little rule there until he kind of can't hack it. And so Emmett comes in, Tony Hale, and that's it. It's intense. It's a lot of hurt feelings, and wow, that's it. That's all I have to say.
I'm so glad I kicked that question over to you.
Zach, can you talk about the demanding challenges that being fought over by Yvonne Strahovski, Jordana Brewster, and also making out with Belinda Clark all this season? That's a very taxing role, obviously.
My job doesn't suck, people. I mean, I don't know what to say. We get to run around and make people laugh and blow stuff up, and then on top of that, I get to, get cozy.
Hello, Brian. Sorry. Hello, got a novel there,
Thank you, everybody. Sorry. Yeah, so I mean, it's fantastic, you know. I mean, especially, you know, I was always, in high school, I was like the best friend. I was like the guy the girls would come to and be like, my boyfriend's such a jerk, he doesn't take me out enough. And I'd be like, oh, that sucks. I love you secretly and I can't tell you. So, you know, when I get to kind of play, I get to live that out and Chuck, and you know, because Chuck's a good dude, and you know, and he has this bow, but kind of real, but not really, but really kind of not really real. Trust me, you're gonna look over that later and realize what I'm talking about. And relationship with Sarah, and then also, like, you know, Jordan is back, or Jill's back in the picture, being played by the beautiful and talented Jordana Brewster. And that's great, you know, kind of this relationship that he had that really just like messed him up for so long. We're kind of having closure, as it were, with that. And then the other beautiful girls that come and that I get to make out with. I don't know, you know, I don't write it, but I'm gonna go with it if I have to. So yeah.
Yvonne, you have a fairly memorable scene coming up this season with Nicole Richie in the shower. Can you talk about what it was like to shoot that fight scene? And also, I know when the series started, you told me that you rented all the DVDs of Aliens, you studied Jennifer Garner and her fighting tactics. Nicole looked to really hold her own in that scene, but how was the physicality of that scene? And how do you feel now in the role of Sarah kicking butt? Because you do kick butt.
Well, yes, I do kick butt. I enjoy kicking butt on the show. And I enjoy kicking Nicole Richie's butt as well on the show. Although, I have to say, she does kick mine as well, so you'll have to see who wins that one. It was great shooting the fight scene. I have to say, Nicole was really great. She didn't miss a beat with the fight scene. She has a dance background as well, so it was actually really easy to shoot with her. And I mean, in the show, I've never done a fight scene that has water in it, so that was really fun to have the showers and get all nasty and have a good girl vibe.
I think we're going to open up to fan questions while I ask this question. If you want to start lining up to ask questions, that would be fantastic. Josh Schwartz, in the showrunners panel the other day, you said that the casting director met Yvonne at the airport and wanted to snatch her away before Bionic Woman could get to her. Was there actually any talk of you being on Bionic Woman, or were you just sort of saying before any other show could get to her?
My understanding is we saw Yvonne via audition via videotape out of Australia, and we were like, this is Sarah. And so it wasn't literally at the airport, but you were in America for like 10 minutes, and then you had to come meet with us. It was intense and creepy in a small production office. And we wouldn't let you leave, so you said yes. And they were searching at that time for the Bionic Woman. And I think you had auditioned for that as well. But we grabbed you before you could go to NBC. And after you auditioned and got the part, the president then of NBC was very excited to have cast you in this role, but was furious that the Bionic Woman did not get you. So there you have it.
Interesting little tidbit.
Doesn't that make you feel warm and fuzzy inside?
The more